Hey friends, and welcome back to the Stylish Budget. It's officially October, a new month, new goals, and definitely a budget to plan out. So this week we are breaking down my first paycheck of October and looking at what bills need to be covered and what's already spent and how I'm setting myself up for the rest of the month. And before we dive in, go ahead and grab your coffee, your planner, or your binder, and let's get into it together. So how is everybody doing? I hope everybody is doing okay. We are just going to flip over to October. Now I have taken the liberty of making my paycheck spread for October. And as you can see here, I have all my bills mapped out. And this is very important for me because it gives me an overall idea of what I need to pay, and I can visually see it, especially like month to week and day to day, so that I know exactly what I'm paying and how much money I may or may not have. So let's go ahead over to my paycheck budget tracker. And we're going to fill this out for October. Week 1, and then we're going to come over here to income. So for this first paycheck, I brought home, the remainder of my paycheck is going to be $300, and then I have a rollover of $125 from last week, and so that's going to give me a total of $425 to work with. Now, some of my priorities this week are portioning for my business, my phone bill, and of course a little bit for my sinking funds. So I just want to be held accountable this month because last month I had a little bit of trouble with my savings tracker. Not my savings tracker, I'm sorry. My expense tracker. So as you can see, we have a fresh expense tracker, and every time I get a receipt, I'm supposed to write this down, or every time there's a transaction that I have for the month, I write this down. So this month I want you guys in the comments to hold me accountable for writing down my my expenses. Now I have my sinking funds already mapped out, and what I like to do is go through each binder and just write down the beginning balance so that I can see how much I'm working with and how much I actually saved or put towards the sinking funds from the previous month. So that kind of also helps keep me accountable for my spending and my saving. So we are going to start with our fixed expenses, and my fixed expenses for this month, or this week, excuse me. I keep saying month. I don't know if I'm confused. You know what it is? It's a new month. So every new month I go through the same thing. So we have this week we have my phone bill, we have HBO Max, Chat GPT, and my credit card. So we're going to write that down over here. We have, which is my phone bill, $63. And then we have HBO Max. That's $6.99. We have Chat GPT. So I'm also in college and I'm studying for my master's degree, and I use Chat GPT to help me with that. So I do pay for the pro version, and my credit card. and that's 25. So we're paying the minimum because I only owe a couple hundred, so it's not that big of a debt. Google One, that's 217. So let's add this up. 63 plus 699. And that is 118.94. Okay, so now we're going to come over here to my variable expenses, and this is what I stuff for my my wallet every week. So we're going to write down gas, coffee. Oops, I misspelled coffee. I don't know what I'm doing today. Today is not a good day to be writing things down because I seem to be making mistakes. Dining out, nails, household, and fun. So we have 425. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just give it the usual. So gas gets 20, coffee gets 25, dining out gets 15, nails gets 20, household gets 10, and fun gets 10. So that should be $100. So let's see. 20 plus 25 plus 15, 20 plus 10 plus 10. That's $100. Perfect. So 100 and we can make this 119. We can round this up since we don't deal with change. So 119 plus 100 is 219. And subtract that from 425, and that gives us 206 as a balance for our sinking funds. So as you can see this week, I have quite a few bills, and that's okay. At least we wrote it down. We are making sure that each one is getting paid, and we are budgeting for it. So we have 206 left for our sinking funds, and let's see which ones we're going to take care of this week. So let's see. What's going to happen is I'm going to put... Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We are going to take our envelope, our cash envelope breakdown, and we are going to write down the sinking funds and how much we're going to put into each. So let's put 206 on my calculator here, and let's turn to our sinking funds page. Get rid of that. Turn to our sinking funds page, if I can get there. Here we are. And let's see what we can put into our sinking funds. So this week I'm going to be putting $7 into P.O. Box. Now P.O. Box I normally put 10, but because I went back and I rearranged the budget, it's only due for 6 months. So every 6 months I pay $159, I think, and 24 weeks out of 6 months is $7. So that's the reason why I decreased it to $7. So then Walmart Plus is also getting $7. Black Friday and Christmas are both getting 10. And subscriptions is getting 8. I almost misspelled subscription. Sometimes I can't even say the word. I don't know what's going on with my tongue today. I just cannot talk. So 8. And then do we need anybody else? Okay, no. So we're going to go to our high priority binder, and we're going to put $10 in new apartment rent. Minus 10. And then we're going to put $5 in credit card. And Roth IRA is getting 10. Then in our low priority binder, personal and hair both have nothing. So let's put $5 in personal and hair. So that's 10. Then hobbies can get $5. And gifts, I had to buy a baby shower gift for my cousin. He's having a baby with his fiance, and so that kind of took away a lot from that, and it only has 10, so we are going to put $10 in that. So that gives us 114. And then we're going to go over to my savings challenge binder. Alright, so here's my savings challenge binder. What we're going to do is take our dice, we're going to roll the dice, and then whatever number that we get, we're going to save that number. So the first one up is roll the dice, and let's see what we get. Oh, we got a 10. Perfect. Where is my... Hold one moment. Alright, so we got a 10. So we're going to put down 2 5s. And then we're going to write that down here on our tracker. Roll the dice. And 10. So we're going to take that 104. Okay, you can't sit with us. I think we'll skip that for this week. And 1,000 savings. Let's see what we can do. So we can do this 25 down here. This 25. So we're going to write down 1,000 savings and 25. All right, next is Lugopoly. Let's go ahead and roll the dice. Oh, we got a 10 again. Okay, so the last, where we left off was here. We left off here. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That's $3. So let's roll again. Use just 1 this time. So we ended on the 3, 1, 2, and 3, and that's 4. So that's 7. We're going to put 7 into Lugopoly. And take that off of my calculator here. Then Coffee Lover, we can give Coffee Lover $5. Okay, we're left with $92. 52 circles. Let's roll the dice and see what we're giving it. Hopefully it's a high number. 10. We already did 10, so let's roll again. 7. We did 7 as well. This is going to be difficult. 8. Okay, we did not do 8. So we're going to take this out. We're going to cover 8. And we're going to write down here Which one is this? 52 circles. 8. Okay. So if you hear a little bit of noise, it's just my neighbors up top. You know, when you live in an environment with other people, you're going to hear a little bit of noise, and I do apologize for that. So, Dice Fortune. Let's roll our dice again. Wait, hold on. Did I take the 8 from the calculator? I did not. Okay, 84. Let's see. Dice Fortune. Let's go. 8. You know what? This number 8 is really prevalent. 6 and 2. So we got a calculator right here, which is 5. Can you see that? Yeah, 5. So we are going to give it $5. Dice Fortune. And let's take that off of our 79. Okay. And that is it for the Savings Challenge binder. We're just going to move on to my business binder. And so I want to put something into marketing. So we're going to write down here marketing. And we're going to give it $10. Take that off of the calculator. Ink subscription, we're going to give that 20. Then taxes, we're also going to give that 20. That leaves us with 29. So where are we going to put this money? We can put $10 in ink subscription. And I'm running out of room here, guys. This is how many sinking funds I have. This is also for my business binder. So I don't consider it really a sinking fund, but it's still something that I have to budget for. So ink subscription, we put 15. And we have $14 left. You know what? We can put 14, we can put $5 more into personal to make it 10. And we can put $5 more into hair to make that 10 as well. And the remaining 4 we can put into the dollar savings challenge. So there you have it, guys. This is a zero-based budget, and we hit 0, so we are done. All we have to do now is put in our denominations. And I'm fighting with my calculator. Oh my goodness. It wouldn't be a video if I wasn't fighting with something. The calculator, the envelopes, the money. I'm just a hot mess over here. So I'm going to write down the denominations, and I will speed you up for this so you don't have to sit through it. Okay guys, so I went ahead and put down all the denominations for my cash envelope breakdown, and of course I forgot the wallets as usual. So I'm just going to write down wallet here, and I'm going to put it in one of the other categories. So we have let me look and make sure. Okay, so for the wallet we have 3 20s, 3 10s, and 2 5s. So make that 3. All right. Every week I forget my wallet, and that's crazy because I use my wallet every week. So why am I forgetting myself? Okay, let's count this up. So we have how many 20s? 3, 4, 5, 6 20s. How many 10s? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And how many 5s? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And 1s is 2, 4, 7, 9, 12, and 16. So let's add that up. 15 times 5 is 75. That's 110. That's 80. That's 16. Plus 80 plus 75 plus 16. 281. All right, that's how much we are going to the bank to withdraw is 281. We have our zero-based budget. Every dollar has been budgeted for, and that is the end of the video, guys. So if this has been entertaining or informational for you, go ahead and like and subscribe, and write down below what you're budgeting for this week. So I will see you in the next one, and you guys have a great and wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye.